Ever wondered how to increase your chances of winning at roulette? Welcome to the fascinating world of roulette strategies, where every spin of the wheel is a dance between luck and strategy. Roulette is a game of chance, but it's also a game of strategy, where understanding the odds and employing the right tactics can tip the scales in your favor. Now let's be clear. There's no foolproof method or secret trick that guarantees a win every single time you play. Roulette, like all casino games, always has a house edge. However, by using specific strategies, you can increase your chances of walking away from the table a winner. These strategies are not about predicting where the ball will land. Instead, they're about managing your bets, understanding the odds, and making the most of your bankroll. So, are you ready to dive into this world of roulette strategies? Stay tuned to learn about 3 key strategies that can help you make the most of your roulette games. Before we jump into the strategies, it's important to understand the basics of roulette. Roulette is a game of chance, with a spinning wheel and a small ball. The wheel is divided into 37 or 38 numbered pockets, depending on whether you're playing European or American roulette. The ball is spun in the opposite direction of the wheel, and the goal is to predict where it will land. There are a variety of bets you can place in roulette, each with different odds. The simplest bet is a straight-up bet on a single number. If the ball lands on your number, you win. The odds of this happening are 35 to 1 in European roulette and 36 to 1 in American roulette. You can also place a split bet on 2 adjacent numbers, a street bet on 3 numbers in a row, a corner bet on 4 numbers in a square, and a line bet on 6 numbers in 2 adjoining rows. These bets have lower odds, but also a higher chance of winning. In addition to these inside bets, there are also outside bets. These include betting on whether the ball will land on a red or black pocket, an odd or even number, or in the first, second, or third set of 12 numbers. These bets have almost a 50% chance of winning, but they only pay out 1 to 1. Understanding the rules of roulette is crucial before trying to implement any strategy. It's not just about predicting where the ball will land, but also managing your bets and your bankroll. Remember, roulette is a game of chance. No strategy can guarantee a win every time, but understanding the game can help you make more informed decisions and potentially increase your chances of winning. Now that we've brushed up on the basics, let's delve into the first strategy. The first strategy we're going to explore is the martingale strategy. This method is simple yet daring, and it's all about doubling down. After every loss, you double your bet. It's like chasing the wind, but in this case, you're chasing your win. You keep on doubling until you hit the jackpot, and then you start over with your original bet. Now, this strategy has its allure. It's based on the idea that you're bound to win eventually, and when you do, you'll recover all your losses and even make a small profit. But don't get carried away. The martingale strategy can be a risky ride. It assumes that you have an unlimited bankroll and that the casino has no betting limits, both of which are rarely the case. If you hit a losing streak, you could find yourself in a deep hole pretty quickly. While the martingale strategy can be risky, it has potential for big wins. Now let's move on to our next strategy. Next up is the d'Alembert strategy, a safer alternative to the martingale. Born out of 18th century France and named after the mathematician Jean Léron d'Alembert, this strategy adds a dash of sophistication to your roulette game. So how does it work? Well, it's quite simple. In the d'Alembert strategy, you increase your bet by 1 unit after every loss and decrease it by 1 unit after every win. It's a concept rooted in the belief that what goes up must come down, or in this case, after a losing streak, a winning streak must surely follow. Why is this safer than the martingale? Well, the d'Alembert strategy doesn't require you to double your bet after a loss. This means you won't find yourself quickly eating into your bankroll after a few unfortunate spins. You're controlling your losses, and this can make your gambling experience a little less stressful. But of course, every rose has its thorn. While the d'Alembert strategy can protect you from huge losses, it also might lead to smaller wins. This is because when you do finally hit a win, it may not cover all your previous losses. So it's a bit of a balancing act. The d'Alembert strategy can be a great choice for those who prefer a more conservative approach. Now let's look at our final strategy. Our final strategy is the James Bond strategy, named after the famous spy himself. This method, like its namesake, is suave, sophisticated, and requires a bit of daring. It involves placing bets on specific numbers in such a way that you cover more than half the table. The thrill of this strategy lies in its potential for high returns, making it quite the exciting play. Here's how the James Bond strategy works. You strategically distribute your bets across the board, covering a large portion of the possible outcomes. This gives you a greater chance of winning each round. But remember, while the odds may seem in your favor, roulette is ultimately a game of chance. The James Bond strategy can be potentially profitable if Lady Luck decides to grace you with her presence. However, it's crucial to remember that this method also requires a substantial bankroll. The stakes are high, and so are the potential losses. Therefore, managing your bankroll carefully is paramount when employing this strategy. So you're probably asking, is the James Bond strategy a surefire way to win? Well, no strategy can guarantee a win in roulette, but with careful planning, a keen understanding of the game, and a dash of luck, the James Bond strategy can certainly make your roulette experience more interesting. The James Bond strategy can add a touch of excitement to your roulette games. Remember, the key to any strategy is understanding the rules and managing your money wisely.